I remember there was someone who shared a story where they went to therapist after therapist after therapist after therapist, and they were struggling because they
Mhm.
felt that they weren't being understood. So I would ask them a certain questions. Okay, what is it that you're going there to talk about, and what is it that you want out of the session?
Yeah.
Right? And they're like, Train, what do you mean? I was like, well, you're not going there just to give away your money.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Right? Like, what do you want out of it? Like, what is your goal out of this? And they're like, well, no one has asked me that question. I was like, well,
Mm.
when you go into work, what is that your goal is to go to work? Well, I'm going to get paid. I'm going to pay my bills. I'm going to be able to live a certain lifestyle. Okay. When you have children, what do you want out of it? When you have a relationship, what do you want out of it?
Yeah.
The
Right.
women and the, sorry, not the women, but the people that you work with, is it possible that some of them are going into the situation totally blind of what they actually want and they're waiting for someone else to tell them instead of them coming up with it?
Yeah, you get a lot of that, and you also get a lot of people who they've tried everything. They're at the end of the road and they don't know where else to go. And some of that I can say comes from the lack of education in general. I think people need to really know there are other options out there. There's other ways that you get to work on yourself. But again, sometimes people don't feel as though they deserve those options. So they'll run the gamut and a lot of people are very lost. And that unfortunately is a lot of from society and generational trauma. A lot of those things can equate to those things where you're just so lost, they have no idea. But what I will say to that, and this is something that one of my teachers had said a couple weeks ago, actually, was the conversation about a goal. Because if you think about it, a goal is something that you are looking to achieve that you've never achieved before. Who's not to say that you have achieved it and you're striving for something that you once had? So we come to, am I setting a goal for myself because it is new, which it can be, you've never learned it before, or we can reclaim. Both sides of those spectrums can be very overwhelming when dealing with someone who has this is all fresh and new. They're stepping in, they feel something needs to be addressed. But when people take the moment, I think, to reflect, which can be hard and scary for some, but that brief reflection of what am I after in my heart rather than in my body? And then what, let me look, let me educate myself. Let me, even if I'm not ready for a conversation with somebody, can I read about it? Is there a podcast that I can listen to? Or, there's just the spectrum is so wide, and that can be overwhelming to some and to most. But I think it's just the reminding of those that there are so many options and so many ways to dip your toe into that pond.
Do you think some people ignore what their heart or what their body is telling them when it comes to the trauma? And if so, why?
Sometimes the body is louder than the heart, and that is the ripple effect, usually, of when we've been through a lot of stress. The body speaks so loud. And some people, and I wish more people knew this, is that when your body is speaking to you in that way, it's telling you to do something more, but it's also telling you that it's ready to let go of it. However, when we're dealing with trauma, very heavy trauma, it is very hard to be alone in your body. And sometimes taking that first step is the hardest step that you'll ever take, because then other things start showing up. And we spend so much time, everyone wants to become more aware, and there's nothing wrong with that. We have to start with awareness, but the good information versus the junk information, especially in this time of social media, we we want to see things a certain way because other people have it, right? That glamorization of health and wellness, it doesn't look like that. And I think when people get their expectations really high, they don't see it and they don't feel it immediately, so they give up. So really, really, telling people and explaining to people how real this is, celebrating every single tiny stride that you take so that they learn to gain that perspective and a little bit of awareness so that they can celebrate it and know that more is coming.
Someone once shared with me, since you mentioned that Train, you have yet to fully understand the impact of social media when it comes to someone's trauma, and they're like, "Man, I understand everything." Like, no, Train, if you don't understand, well, no one does, right? And they gave me an example like you did, where imagine you're in a situation where you're struggling with something in your life, and then you log on and you see everyone who's happy because that's what we portray, right?
Mhm.
And then you get this instant gratification of whatever it is you're going through, good, bad, or indifferent. Now, put someone who is doing the work to heal their trauma or to work themselves through it. If they don't work through it within 30 days, like how you can get a new butt or abs and all these other things online, right? They may
Yeah.
fall off because they're thinking, okay, something is wrong with me because it's taking me so much longer than possibly what's advertised by these other people. Do you see social media having that type of impact on people's journey through the trauma?
All the time, especially I've spent a lot of time working inpatient at dual diagnosis places of mental health and addiction, and where you are so, what is the word that I want to use? A lot of they're lost. These people are so lost, and social media is so fast and reaches you so quick. So there's your example. So of course you want what you're looking at because again, it's the portrayal of look at what I'm doing. I'm going to do it in 75 days and oh, I'm all better. And you can even say that not even just social media, but just advertisement in general is that our world is looking for the fix button and there is no fix. We cannot fix. We can evolve, we can transform, we can change, we can reclaim, but we cannot fix. And that is so ingrained in everything. And people are so easy to be blinded by that. And that is, I tell you, that is the hardest thing as a provider to teach somebody how to be patient with themselves when that is what we're running against. Everyone is running against advertising like that.